Like many industries these days, New Mexico's Office of the Medical Investigator is short-staffed and struggling to keep up. Now they're reaching out to a specific group for help. News 13's Francesca Washington is live with details.
I spoke with OMI's chief investigator, and she says they're working with local schools and colleges to pique interest in the field of forensics.
A lot of people watch the Forensic Files shows and those kind of TV shows, and I think a lot of people find forensics very, very fascinating.
But despite what is seen on TV, the forensic pathology industry is suffering.
We've still been understaffed through the pandemic with regard to pathologists.
Chief Medical Examiner for the State Office of the Medical Investigator, Heather Gerald, says they were short-staffed throughout the pandemic. They just recently filled a position, bringing them to 5 pathologists. Fully staffed, they have 9.
We're slowly getting back to those numbers, but we still have a couple of vacancies.
Gerald says they relied on temporary pathologists from the School of Medicine to tackle the influx of bodies they saw last year.
They usually work about 2 weeks or about a 2-week stint, and give or take a few days, depending on their schedule and our schedule needs.
Dr. David Scrace tells us COVID death reports have been delayed because OMI is also working to clear a body backlog. Gerald says along with COVID deaths, opioid-related deaths are also a concern.
As those numbers continue to increase, as well as the homicides, we just can't keep up with the current numbers.
Gerald says pathologists are speaking in person and over Zoom to New Mexico high school and some college students to hopefully get them interested in forensics sooner.
I think if we can get them interested, then we can increase our numbers in forensics as well.
Gerald says they do see a lot of burnout in the field, so they're also working to develop more mental health resources to reduce the number of people leaving. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Francesca. Now, at one point, there were at least 115 cases caught up in the backlog at OMI, but Dr. Scrace tells us they are down to just 6.